Ladies and gentlemen, may I please have your attention? Please have your tickets in hand before you board the plane. Thank you.
Hello and welcome. I'm Johan Castell and you're watching Wings. On the show today, we feature the journey of Kolkata's iconic trams that are now almost only a nostalgic memory, as the city discontinues the service. We also cover the recent snake boat race in Kerala in southern India, the new Nintendo Museum in Japan, and cute viral animal stories worldwide. Let's start. Asia's oldest running tram system in Kolkata is fading away despite being cherished by its fans as a symbol of the city's glory and an integral part of its historic growth. The 151-year-old network faces a bleak future, with only one tram line remaining for tourism.
This is Kolkata. The city is known for the huge Howrah Bridge, which spans the Hooghly River, and its iconic trams, which have been here for over a century and a half. The tram symbolized old world charm, embodying a simpler time's unhurried, leisurely pace. The tram's slow, romantic journey through the city seemed to harmonize perfectly with the laid-back warmth of the metropolis. But now it's part of history. The final public tram service made its last run on the 30th of September, marking the end of an era.
I don't know what's going to be happen in future. Maybe this is the last tram which I am riding, and this will be the last, and I cannot see something new other than this. Whenever I think about it, I really feel sad about it that I am riding these trams and one day they all will be scrapped. But the next time I think that we can be the change, we can do something. So let's not lose hopes and let's fight for it. We can make something better out of it instead of scrapping it.
First introduced in 1873 during the British Raj, the trams were initially horse-drawn. Then steam-powered before transitioning to electric trams in 1902. Over the decades, these trams become a fixture on Kolkata's winding streets, navigating through the chaos of yellow taxis, buses, trucks, cars, and even the occasional cattle. The trams, painted in bright blue and with a yellow top, now crawl through the traffic at barely 20 km per hour when they're not stuck in jams. At just 7 rupees per ride, cheaper than a cup of street tea, the trams remained a nostalgic and economical choice for some. However, irregular schedules and Kolkata's unpredictable traffic, where vehicles freely overtake the fixed track trams, have made them inconvenient for most commuters. Once a sprawling network with scores of routes, the system is now reduced to a single line from Maidan to Esplanade. Many trams that once proudly served the city now sit abandoned and rusting, some dating as far back as 1940s, a sad testament to a bygone era. It seems that West Bengal has finally given up on the old, slow trams that used to serve as Kolkata's cultural identity for so long. Not all modernization means that things get better.
The action-packed snake boat race was recently held in Kerala. Let's look at the exciting event in the iconic backwaters of the state. Hundreds of spectators gathered in Kerala last Saturday to witness the 70th edition of the iconic Nehru Trophy boat race. Rowers pushed their boats to the limit in a fierce race to the finish, making for a thrilling spectacle in one of the world's largest boat races. For 72 years, this traditional snake boat race has been held in the picturesque backwaters of coastal Kerala. The event is eagerly anticipated by both locals and tourists alike, with 5 out of the 19 teams competing in their own distinct snake boats this year. This is one of the major tourist attractions in Kerala and is a spectacular sight to behold and experience if you ever get to witness this event in person. Each boat is staffed with 64 or 128 paddlers aboard, who fervently paddle as if their life depended on it. The Nehru Trophy boat race is very popular and takes place in Punnamada Lake in Kerala. The annual event was inaugurated by India's first Prime Minister, Jawaharlal Nehru, in 1952, and the winner was awarded the trophy in his name.
It is with a traditional enthusiasm and the same energy and the same anguish and eagerness people are participating in this. And this is the biggest boat race happens all over the world. That is why it is being called as the Olympic of water. And it is such a magnificent race which you cannot see such a race anywhere in the world.
Typically held in August, the annual event attracts thousands of visitors, both domestic and international, to watch teams navigate their long snake-shaped boats through the waters. This year's race, however, was postponed due to rain-triggered landslides that impacted the region in August. Have you grown up playing Zelda or Super Mario? If so, you'll love the next story, as Nintendo has opened a museum in Japan. Take a look. This is Uji, near Kyoto, a Japanese destination known for tea gardens and the Byodo-in Buddhist temple from the Heian period. It is in this town that the Japanese gaming giant Nintendo has opened a museum. Although Nintendo's headquarters are based in Kyoto, this museum highlights the company's evolution from its humble beginnings as a Japanese playing card maker in 1889 to becoming a global leader in video gaming. The museum is housed in a former factory that once produced playing cards and handled product repairs. It opened to the public on October 2nd, and tickets have already sold out for the next 2 months, signaling high anticipation from visitors.
I've played Nintendo's 3DS and Switch a lot. If possible, I would like to go and visit the museum. But I heard that people had to wait for 2 months to get a ticket. I think it would be difficult to get in even for the locals.
In addition to showcasing beloved consoles like the Wii and Game Boy, the museum features lesser-known items from Nintendo's past, including the Mama Berica baby stroller and the Kopilas printer. Visitors can also engage in interactive experiences, such as teaming up to play Super Mario Bros. On a single oversized family computer controller. While Nintendo's push into mobile gaming has slowed, the company is expanding its brand in other areas, including stores, theme parks, and films featuring its popular characters. The Switch console has been a massive hit, with over 140 million units sold. However, with sales now tapering off, investors are eagerly awaiting news of Nintendo's next console, expected to be announced by March of this financial year. Animals are taking over the internet. People can't get enough of these cute animals, from a baby hippo in Thailand to a giant penguin chick in Australia. Take a look at our next story, where we tell you about these adorable creatures.
In a world dominated by cat videos and quirky animal antics, it seems the internet has officially become the kingdom of cute critters. Social media platforms are flooded with clips showcasing our furry friends' adorable, hilarious, and sometimes downright clumsy escapades. From bouncing baby hippos to giant pandas and fluffy penguin chicks, these animal stars are capturing hearts worldwide. Last week, the internet buzzed excitedly over Mudeng, a 2-month-old bouncy hippo from Thailand's Khao Kiao Open Zoo. Mudeng quickly became a viral sensation after keeper Athapon Nandi shared heartwarming videos of their playful interactions, amassing over 20 million views on her debut clip, which showcased her exuberant energy.
Mudeng debuted to the public when she was 15 days old. I've been filming her from day one, and I pushed out the clip that got over 20 million views.
Now, with 2.6 million followers, Mudeng is not just a zoo attraction. Visitors flock the zoo to catch a glimpse of the pink-cheeked cutie, sending the weekday attendance soaring.
ในช่วงของวันธรรมดาเนี่ยจันทร์ถึงศุกร์เนี่ยจากปกติเลยในช่วงของเดือนเนี้ย
Normally during weekdays and a rainy season like this, it's a low season. We would be getting around 800 people visiting each day and not over 1,200 visitors during weekdays. But now we have been visited by 3,000 to 4,000 people per day. Meanwhile, during the low season on the weekends, we would normally have 4,000 to 5,000 visitors, but during the past weekend, there was no less than 10,000 visitors per day.
20,000 กว่านะครับถือว่าเป็นปรากฏการณ์ที่เราคาดไม่ถึงว่าจะมา
As Mudeng basks in her newfound fame, another beloved creature prepares for a bittersweet farewell. In Finland, giant pandas named Lumi and Purr arrived with great fanfare in 2018 and will be heading back to China in October, 8 years ahead of schedule. The Atari Zoo, struggling with rising costs and debts exacerbated by the pandemic, made the tough decision to return the pandas, originally meant to symbolize friendship between nations. As the zoo bids farewell to these furry ambassadors, visitors lined up to say their goodbyes, reflecting on the joy the pandas have brought over the years.
Meanwhile, at Warsaw Zoo, a 2-month-old southern poodoo is making headlines of her own. The tiny deer, one of the smallest species in the world, has captivated the hearts of zookeepers and visitors alike.
The poodoo is the smallest deer in the world, and it's a beautifully huffed animal. It's a very secretive creature, so spotting it even in a zoo can feel like a miracle.
To keep the excitement alive, the zoo invites the public to suggest names beginning with P, keeping in line with the naming theme for other recent arrivals. The poodoo's charm may not be viral yet, but she's winning hearts in her own way.
And let's not forget Pesto, the giant baby king penguin in Australia. Weighing a whopping 23.5 kg, this fluffy chocolate brown chick is breaking the internet with his sheer size and adorability. His playful antics and gender reveal went viral, garnering millions of views on social media. With US pop star Katy Perry among his fans, Pesto's rise to fame showcases how even the largest penguin chicks can make a splash in the digital world.
Pesto's parents, Tango and Hudson, are seasoned professionals when it comes to raising king penguin chicks. They're really good at taking turns and putting lots of focus and attention onto baby Pesto. Now, to give you some reference, both Tango and Hudson weigh only about 11 kilos.
In a time where we are often looking for joy and connection, these charming animal tales remind us of the simple pleasures in life.
Our next story is from France, where Jacques Cousteau's Saga submarine has resurfaced after decades. After decades of neglect, a historic vessel has been brought back to life. One of the world's largest civilian submarines, the Saga, is now the star in France. Thanks to a dedicated group of elderly volunteers, known as Les Compagnons du Saga. These passionate octogenarians have spent years working to restore the submarine to its former glory.
En 2012, alors qu'il était à l'abandon complet,
In 2012, when it was completely derelict with the hangar and everything, we set up the Compagnon Association to restore what needed to be restored and, above all, to raise awareness of the heritage that was there, because it's an extraordinary industrial heritage.
était là, parce que c'est un patrimoine industriel hors norme, quoi.
The Saga was first launched in the late 1980s under the guidance of French oceanographer and environmentalist Jacques Cousteau, who is widely known as the father of underwater exploration. Cousteau, collaborating with engineer Émile Gagnan, revolutionized underwater research by inventing scuba gear, or a self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. Called the Aqualung, the world's first underwater breathing device allowed humans to explore the depths for extended periods. Jacques Cousteau is also credited with transforming the British Navy minesweeper Calypso into a state-of-the-art expedition ship. Calypso became a floating base for diving, filmmaking, and oceanographic research. For nearly 5 decades, Cousteau and his crew traveled the world's oceans, capturing the wonders of the deep through groundbreaking films and television series that brought marine exploration to millions of viewers. Today, marine exploration continues to thrive, exemplified by the Saga vessel, which is hard to miss with its bright yellow exterior, a color chosen because it stays visible even deep beneath the ocean's surface. At an imposing 28 meters long and 8.5 meters tall, it was the largest civilian submarine in the world at its time. Its round form is more friendly than the intimidating military submarines we are used to.
There are gas tanks all over the submarine, and all this equipment is in the water because it is between the two hulls and water can pass between the two hulls. Whereas a military submarine has all its equipment inside. That's our big difference from conventional submarines. And that, if you like, makes it the largest civilian submarine in the world.
A remarkable project breathing new life into an underwater legend. The Saga will be offering a rare glimpse into the past of ocean exploration. Our next story is from China, where the National Day holiday has sparked a surge in tourism nationwide as the country celebrates its 75th anniversary.
As China celebrates the 75th founding anniversary of the People's Republic, excitement fills the air. On Tuesday, a flag-raising ceremony commemorating the 75th anniversary of the founding of the People's Republic of China took place at Tiananmen Square in Beijing. Crowds gathered at the iconic square in the early hours of the morning to celebrate China's National Day. After the flag was raised, doves of peace and colorful balloons filled the sky above Tiananmen Square, symbolizing the festive spirit of the occasion. This year, the festivities coincide with the National Day holiday, often called Golden Week. One of the 3 Golden Week holidays annually, tourists flock to every corner of the country to soak in the vibrant atmosphere of this celebration. Countless Chinese holidaymakers travel to either visit long-distance family members or visit cultural exhibitions, historical explorations, or national parks. The 7-day holiday, which began on October 1st, has sparked a surge in tourism nationwide. Ticket sales to scenic areas have skyrocketed by 37% year-on-year, while homestay reservations have surged by an impressive 55%. In the stunning Tian Shan Mountains of Xinjiang, visitors are captivated by the breathtaking landscapes and unique local cuisine.
We drove here to this homestay village recently. The food here is something I've never tried before in my hometown. I love the scenery and the food here.
Meanwhile, on Gulangyu Island in Xiamen, the air is filled with music as pianos are played across the island, creating a lively and patriotic atmosphere. Interest in red tourism, meaning visiting historical sites related to the Communist Party, has also seen a significant boost, with daily bookings up by 40%. Many travelers are exploring iconic landmarks, enhancing their understanding of China's rich history and culture. With travel plans in full swing, experts predict that this National Day will set new records for tourist numbers. The combination of family reunions, scenic explorations, and cultural experiences makes this Golden Week a true celebration of unity and joy.
That's a wrap for this week's Wings. We will return next weekend with more travel content for you. Until then, it's me, Johan Castell, signing off. Goodbye.